Worked along on this line centered by Evan Rodriguez. Trying to center for Gregor. Walensky's had that one kicked out on the rebound. Loose and swept out of there by Toronto.
Had a quick early pinch into the offensive zone on his first shift. As this puck comes back to him, he's in clear. This shot hits Boquist, who's...
Dakota Joshua gets it out of the zone, and the Panthers nearly grab the lead. Bobrovsky makes the stop on transition.
Trying to plug the gap. Not work.
Couldn't exit the zone here. Good back check from Cowan. Turnaround shot from Samoskevich denied by Joe Woll. Shot attempts are 7-1 in favor of Florida so far. Here's speedy Bobby McMahon. He pulls up in the corner, works it back to Troy Stetcher. Score! Toronto strikes first, and it's Stetcher's first of the season.
Unlikely career as an undersized defenseman. He signed in Vancouver, his hometown team. What you get from Troy Stetcher is everything he's got to give every night. He takes the low pass from McMahon. The puck goes low to high. The Panthers aren't able to get out there clean enough.
In the direction of Brad Marchand, worked out to Nye, settled it down, back to the line. Now after Marchand with a wrister, kicked out. Nye's on a turnaround as he crumpled to the ice. Second line just hopped over the glass, or the boards rather, for Toronto. Centered by Tavares, but speeding back the other way, Sam Bennett freed it up, dropped it. Samoskevich had it blocked away by Woll. No icing here as A.J. Greer ran it down under some pressure from Nylander. This one flipped ahead by Florida. Bennett settled it down, connects with Mikkola with a shot. Stopped by Woll.
The high is a real good strategy, maybe your only one.
Here's Bobby McMahon centering. Joshua scores! So the line that created the first Toronto goal has the second, and it is 2-0 Leafs in South Florida.
With Waugh and McMahon, and they scored in Pittsburgh, all three of them. Joshua with his second in 2 games. This is a sweet little feat for McMahon. He's got 2 assists. A couple of years ago in Vancouver, Dakota Joshua came out of training camp and he got scratched. He wasn't in shape and he wasn't really connected to the game. He's a big physical guy. After his scratch, he had a career year.
Productivity from Dakota Joshua, who came over for a future 4th-round pick in the summer. Ekman Larson with a shot handled from out high by Bobrovsky. A return feed. Reinhart spinning around. Marchand couldn't handle the pass out of his skates. Forsling didn't get all of it. Kicked out in the slot. Reinhart for Marchand with a shot. Stopped by Woll. Austin Matthews behind the net. Worked it back for Morgan Riley. On the back pedal with a soft wrister. Bobrovsky went up to fight it off. Puck loose in front. And Bobrovsky trying to cover it up. Still no whistle. Puck skitters off into the corner.
The Leafs have found something that's really working for them. Matthews will go up to Riley. He gets to the middle of the ice and he'll deflect this Riley shot. Bobrovsky can't play it. And look at the Leaf players. They're inside the Panthers. They're in good position to fight for the rebound. Nyes is inside of Lundell.
Worked it off for Petrie. Skating it down low with a backhand feed around toward Devine. Back out high, here's Cunningham. Kicked out by Woll. Loose, Devine tried to trigger. Connected with William Nylander. Now Cowan has been impressive so far for Toronto. McKay with a shot. Smothered by Bobrovsky. Mix for that, and you got a Tampa team that's playing really well right now.
With no Ryan McDonough, no Victor Hedman, missing Braden Point, especially with Matthews at the top. I mean, that's what he's there for, to unload the puck when he gets it.
Moving in, Domi with a shot, and Bobrovsky makes the stop. Seth Jones back in on the entry, wiggling down the right wing boards. Slams on the break on Matthews. Worked it back, here's a shot. Fought off by Woll. Mikkola back on it. Samoskevich went for it, and then Dakota Joshua got checked by the big-bodied A.J. Greer. Off the turnover, Greer. Studnicka is denied. In his first game back in the NHL. The ice. Puck bounces back toward Mikkola. Whipped up toward Lundell. The Panthers couldn't center. And now Austin Matthews had it kicked out by Bobrovsky. Samoskevich around the boards. Greer on the receiving end. Puck back around near side from Mackie Samoskevich. To the point, Ekblad came through, and Woll able to glove it. Matthews pirouettes away from trouble off the skate of Nyes. Lindell couldn't collect. Matthews for Nyes. Matthews cutting with a shot. Turned aside by Bobrovsky. Right point Stetcher spits it back through. Matthews on the receiving end. Slams on the brakes on Forsling. Domi back to the line. Stetcher with a pump. Stetcher drops for Domi. Now Stetcher on the back pedal with a wrister. Bobrovsky came well out of his crease to make that stop. Stetcher springs to it on the keep. Kept alive for Domi. Matthews off the stick there of Forsling. Hops over the top of McCabe. And Marchand speeds back. Centered off a stick on a pass intended for Reinhart. Petrie hacks one out through center. Studnicka is on it. Jack Studnicka on a backhand. Doubled on Woll. Ties up with Benoit. Rodriguez skates to it. Tried to work one back, but turns it over to Tavares. He's got Cowan and Benoit with him. Here is Benoit moving in. Rebound for Tavares. Kept out by Bobrovsky.
Another good shift for that line. They've helped gain momentum, and they've kept it over the last couple of chances.
Now puck loose, cutting in front, tried to swerve through on Woll.
I can't even believe it. Look, so here's the problem with 5 forwards. It's 2-on-1.
Lindell with Reinhart, back through to Lindell and just going wide.
Oh, did they get away with one there?
Reinhart in front, scores! Short-handed.
Positioned on this play. Real strong play here by Lundell, and Reinhart connect here. I thought this could be a hooking penalty on Cowan. It's not, but the Leafs do not retrieve the puck. They've got 3 forwards battling Anton Lundell. That just cannot happen. Lundell stronger on his stick than all 3 forwards. A sweet little pass to Reinhart.
In tandem to get that done with another shorthanded goal this season for him. And that turned over. Shot denied there on Cunnin. Gadjevich, a guy who would play on the 4th line for him. Final 30 seconds on the rush. Here is Greer with a shot that's gloved by Woll.
Makes a little flip pass. Look at this. There's no way to get this puck, so he just pitches it ahead. Greer, who's tied a career high of 6 goals on the season, has a good chance. Woll's out in good position.
Marchand on the entry, turned it over, tried to connect with Lundell. Matthews back the other way with Waugh. Waugh is stopped by Bobrovsky.
Look a little disorganized. They'll stop. They'll turn the puck over on the entry. What a great play by Matthews, knocking the puck out of the air, and he lays it.
This Bennett line on the ice for Paul Maurice. Chipped out of the zone. Forsling in a foot race. He goes diving. McMahon stopped by Bobrovsky.
Toronto with a chance to spread this lead. Bobby McMahon, who had a goal in or a couple assists rather in the first period.
Riley looking for Lorentz off of his stick. Robertson speeds to it. 4th liner for Toronto. Lorentz is looking for Lawton. Loose in front. Score!
Game, his first point. Good work by Nick Robertson. He gets inside and underneath Forsling. Forsling can't clear the puck, and then Lawton beats Ekblad in front of the net. Here he is down at the other end. Defensively, Lawton is in position to clear the puck away. Sorry, that's the replay there as Lawton fights for position.
Come back home Saturday night to host Montreal. Lost tonight to Ottawa. Jake McCabe with a shot up high. Rebound. He's turned aside on Nyes by Bobrovsky. Nikola banks out. Lundell moved it ahead toward the line. And Reinhart's got to wait on Lundell.
Yeah, Bobrovsky out of the net. There's 5 Panthers on the ice.
Marchand Holt shoots. Tipped off the glove of Woll. Jones springs to it. 9 seconds of this one in Sunrise, Florida. Net empty. Tavares on the move to put it on ice for Toronto. And tonight against the Toronto Maple Leafs in these teams' first meeting of the season. Joe Woll and Toronto, they win it 4-1 in Florida.